Sure. So, at the core of child life is trying to connect with our young patients and make their journey, no matter what it is, from, learning that they have a new diagnosis like cystic fibrosis or cancer or Crohn's disease or something like that, or to somebody who's just coming into the ER to get stitches, to make that journey as easy as possible and help them understand it. We know, like, kids who can incorporate that into a positive thing do much better with healthcare later on, and it's just a much better way to get through life.
Absolutely. So what does that look like on the ground? What do you do to make things better for the kids?
So it could be a child life specialist coming into somebody's room, like maybe in that example, and explaining what's going to happen in terms and language that they understand. One of the things we know is that kids do great with practice and rehearsal. So we might even practice what they need to do at the time, beforehand, so that way when it's actual time to get their stitches, they know exactly what's going to happen, what they'll hear, what they'll feel, what the doctor's doing, how long it'll take. So that way they're really prepared. So, and a prepared child just generally does much better than one that doesn't know what's happening. Sometimes that's, explaining that philosophy to a parent too, so that the parent is a team player in that event too. Can we teach mom or dad a position of comfort, so that they can help their child hold still in a way that feels like a hug more than like somebody just, sitting on them.
Sure, sure. So you work with the entire family.
It can be, yeah. Sometimes you get to see brothers and sisters. Actually, that's been a big challenge for us during the pandemic too. Is we're used to having brothers and sisters and the whole family around and trying to treat that whole family, and that's been a bit of a challenge lately. We've had to use things like Zoom calls and other stuff too. So,
Yep. We've all gotten quite adept at doing things virtually, haven't we?
yeah, we have. We have one thing that's actually been kind of a great accomplishment or a boon is that I have colleagues who are working almost exclusively with virtual visits now too. So when a child is, used to be, in pre-pandemic times, we could bring a child in for a tour. We could show them the ICU. We talk about what was happening beforehand and kind of get them all ready to go. Now, sometimes that hasn't been an option. So they've been researching what that child's going to be having done, and to be able to do a call and give them a tour and do that all virtually too. So that also helps for children that have long distances to travel.
Wow, wow, that's great. That's great. Anything else that people should know about child life programs?
It's I always like to say it's one of those things that you don't know that Children's Hospital has, and it's great that they've got it, but until you need it, you don't really know that it exists. So most people find, or a lot of people find, that when they do meet a child life specialist, or they do have child life in their life, they're really grateful. And it's a great thing to be able to do for kids and to do for families.
Sure, sure. And child life programs, these are funded entirely by donations, is that correct?
Our program has an endowment, and it also is funded through philanthropy as well. So yeah, and differs a little bit across the nation too. We also have support from the hospital as well for budgeting and things, but primarily, child life isn't something that at this point is reimbursed through insurance. So that does not, unlike some other procedures and things that are done, is not how we get funded. So yeah.
Yep. So wonderful. Well, we at Tri-Cities Kiwanis and with the Salmon Tournament are very proud to be a supporter of the child life programs and all the great work that you and your coworkers there do at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. So thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, we're grateful to be the recipient of your support. And, as a child life specialist too, who's had kids come out to your event, I'm really grateful for that. I mean, it's wonderful to be supported financially through you guys, but for me, the very best part is watching those smiles on the kids' faces, and moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas and aunts and uncles who've gone out with them. When they come back in and they've had such a great day on the lake, and to see them up in clinic and to hear their stories and see their pictures, it's just really, really fun. And for our kids, this is something a lot of them have never had a chance to do before, and might never have a chance to do again. To be able to go out on a real charter boat and experience that, and to see the fish that we have in Lake Michigan. That a lot of people don't know that those fish are out there. and to bring them home and, put them on the grill. That's been really fun too, to see pictures of kids doing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you.